I get full screen from this? I don't. That'll work. All right, so maybe that's it. Yeah. All right, yeah, that's good. That's good. And it's gonna be fine when I close it, right?
I'm not sure who it is.
I mean,
I don't know. She says.
I mean, as long as it stays on as long as we're still streaming.
your account needs to be
Oh,
rolling.
yeah. Brother-in-law and
So should I try to do it on my phone then? Because I can't walk around my laptop.
Yeah, can you keep it going on your phone?
Yeah, I don't drain the battery real fast.
Do you think you could maybe leave it in the plugged in the restaurant? No.
There's about 30 second delay on it as well. So
Boys, I want you to say thank you to Kevin for the pizza.
Thanks, guys. You're welcome.
Good seeing you guys. Good meeting you guys.
Yeah, good
man.
meeting you.
Thank you, brother.
it was good meeting you. Have a good one.
Call me later.
Hey, have fun. If I don't see you guys, have fun. And,
I don't know.
Have fun. Peace, bro.
All right, call me after, man. Where's Tom, dude?
So,
He said he was going for a walk.
He's very
I should
underneath
log
the
in.
sea of pictures.
What's that?
Do you think I should log in through the YouTube channel on my phone?
Yeah.
Or go, because I don't really use it for this, but log in.
Well, how about, you know what?
Oh, I'm in the right channel. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. So,
I know.
I don't know. Not a loss.
What's your YouTube channel?
Yellow Cottage Tales.
We're live.
And we don't even.
What's that?
So there's your stick. So I just this has to be just open, right?
So you're live.
Yeah, but what the thing is the issue is when we close this, it's going to kill the stream, even though we're filming from there, right? So.
You know, why don't we try it?
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens.
I know.
And we'll see if it turns off.
The other
for a
night we
second.
were very fun up here. Although I thought they were going to have like free stuff.
That's what it was. Because
Was the restaurants out like with food and
Still
stuff?
going.
Yep.
Still going?
I thought
Oh,
I
good.
read that
All right.
have like
All right, I'm gonna start
crabs,
rolling here.
free samples, all these things.
I'd like to start rolling on an American flag at first. It'd be good to me.
I heard with black tears, was it black tear? Yeah, the whole thing, yeah.
So your audio's hooked up too, right?
So this is the screaming audio, which you'll be holding. And then I'll just put this on you as well.
Okay. This is wireless, all right.
Yeah, that's wireless.
Okay.
But, and, I mean, lines, they had four inside, the line between, the outside.
And so we're seeing what's here, right?
Yeah, that's live.
Okay, guys, I'm here. This is Kevin. I'm here with my camera crew, Mark and Dylan. Tom Fleming's out and about. Dave McGrath just left, and we're gonna head over to the courthouse. So we're gonna see whoever wants to talk to us, and we'll be here for right up until 2 o'clock. Then at 2 o'clock, we'll stream the hearing.
So this can go through your shirt or just over your shirt, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Right there. So, just go in your pocket.
Yep.
I'm gonna start going down
Okay.
now.
Yep. Oh, you don't want to leave any of this stuff here, right? Is this Tom's? Jesus, Tom, he's fucking gone for a fucking hour.
Oh, shit. That's the post. Oh, I saw that, yeah. Yeah, right now it's pretty yeah. That's cute. So the mother. So.
All right. Hey everybody, we're heading over to the courthouse in beautiful downtown Dedham. We're gonna get a view of this courthouse. Mark, when we get a little closer, get a look at that. This is a pretty amazing dome because I've never seen a dome like this that has portholes in it. So it's pretty cool, and it's gonna get loud for a second though. We're walking by with their jackhammering, and then it'll get better. Sorry about that. Okay, we're away from the jackhammer now, so that's good. And we're in search of the missing Tom Fleming. Hopefully he has not been abducted by pink shirts, and they are holding him prisoner somewhere and torturing him. This is my moderator, Tom Fleming, is missing. We'll find him somewhere, though. This really is a beautiful town. The old buildings, there are two courthouses here. There's the Superior Court and the District Court. The Superior Court, where the trial is being held, has the golden dome. Then we'll get closer and you'll see it. Looks like we're going to get to the blue shirts soon. And you can hear the traffic, you can hear the people cheering. So there's the district court right there. It's a very nice place to walk around. And there is the missing Tom Fleming himself. Hey.
Hey. Just put it down there. I didn't
Right over here?
to be gone that long.
Okay.
But I got Turtle Boy speech.
Okay. So we got two separate. Oh, okay, this is stay here from the because of the restraining order.
Not sure, man. Oh, there you are.
Yeah. So do you want to leave your stuff here, Tom?
No, I'm gonna put it on.
Yep.
I've been
Yeah.
keeping it running.
And we are live too. So does.
Sorry.
Yep. That's all right.
Looking sharp, Kev.
So you guys have to. This is Kate. You all know Kate.
Did you see Aiden try to get me arrested?
No, I just got here.
Times?
Oh
He's
man.
terrified of me, but he beelined to me, argued with
Other
the
police
cop.
pretty much just
Yeah, they told him to fuck off.
not interested.
Yeah. It's nonsense. If you're afraid of somebody, you don't beeline towards them.
Right. Right. So he's just clearly just trying to make a spectacle of trying to get you thrown out.
He wants me thrown out. I'm going to take that and I'm going to go to court with it.
Yeah. So do you want me to have this? Do you want to say something to him, or would you rather we head up there? Or?
No, you can head up there. I'm just going to be over here. Absolutely.
Okay, we'll come right back. Okay. All right. Or restraining order war going on. So Turtle Boy has a restraining order against Kate, and that's why Kate is staying a distance away. But apparently Turtle Boy keeps coming down here to try to get her removed. And so this is a really good showing by the blue shirts. So this is excellent because, you know, it's been an imbalanced situation here for the last year. Now the tide has really turned. The evidence is out. The evidence is very clear in the case. Hey guys.
Hi, Kevin.
How you doing? Good. We are live too. If anybody wants to say anything, you don't have to. It's open. But if anyone wants to say, thank you. The support is something. Has it been mostly civil down here and respectful, or has it been kind of crazy? We need a bullhorn. Is that what?
We have one. We have music on ours.
Yeah. Hi, how you doing? I know, I remember you did very good on TV before. We are live if you yeah. If you can.
It's just so important because a family shouldn't show up and be hounded like this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. It's just so important because a family shouldn't show up and be hounded by this.
Yeah.
You know, if anything, they should have support like this. And we're fed up, basically. Yeah.
And how does this feel compared to the way it was a few weeks ago when you guys first got here? And it was just
It's a lot more calmer. Yeah, people were being nice. They said hi. I counted. There's about 40 of us here.
8 people because now you guys have more blue shirts.
Yeah,
here.
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you guys, I mean, it's really important for people to see that it's balanced.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not just a sea of pink.
Right, exactly.
They'll want to stream and we'll record it, but I'm going to go over and say hi to Jay too.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Julie.
This woman was following you around.
Wasn't me. I don't have an
Honey, how are you?
Great
Thanks for
showing
coming
out
out.
here.
Kevin,
Hey.
how you doing? Debunking.
Oh, hey, how you doing, man? Good. Thank you.
Tom Fleming here. Yeah.
Yeah, he's here, and Dave McGrath was just here and just left. Yeah. So, what's the atmosphere like compared? Is this your first time being out here with the demonstrators or in the court? No, okay.
I was actually at the first 4 hearings for Karen Reed
Okay.
on her side.
On her side, yeah.
And I've been stormed into the crowd.
So how does this compare to those first couple? Like the first times there were counter protesters here in blue was at the very end of the trial, right? So
Yeah.
now you got a pretty good showing here. How does that change?
But the support is a lot better. You can feel, more unity with more people here. So,
Yeah.
which is excellent. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So they have a little bit before when they had
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yeah.
We're still outnumbered, but the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
There's tail light in his shirt for a reason. And we just got to get more people here, more numbers. And
Unfortunately, as
you're the only one. I mean,
they're kind of grifting on this too, you know. I mean, there is a thirst for conspiracy, and there always will be with human beings. And so, we've seen that even slowly. A lot of the mainstream channels, and obviously, and I would tell them that if I see them. I mean, it's just ridiculous, just entirely grifting on the conspiracy. No attempt to analyze the evidence, and it drives me crazy.
Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. Coming out there, and because of you, I think you get a lot of people on this side now. So, I mean, you definitely helped me out. I grew up listening to the evidence, and you just made me.
You know, my job was just on YouTube to try to get the other side of the story out with the evidence, and but that's a very small role compared to what you guys are doing here, and I think it's really good, and it's taking a lot of courage too, and it's an organized mob. It's not like it's just a few random people within this mob who do things like that. It's highly organized, and it's been doing this for over a year. So, for instance, I talked to a hostess last year, not knowing what the repercussions would be, that she believed that Karen was guilty. This was around a year ago. And they organized and hundreds of people to try to take away her job. They tried to call her up, they tried to reduce the ratings of the restaurant on vacation for that week. But it's so fortunately, I wish I could have met her manager or the owner because he completely supported her and he said, no, you're good. You've been here for 7 years. We know you do a good job. But that's what they do.
We need
They're-
more people like that.
Yeah, they're years.
You're totally right. You're
And
totally right.
so, this is something that the mainstream media either doesn't understand or doesn't want to understand.
They don't.
So,
It's a psych op. You know, they plant some little seeds,
yeah.
especially in this case. You know,
Yeah.
it's just ridiculous.
I think that for a lot of people too, that if they haven't seen the whole trial or really looked closely at the evidence, they're vulnerable to odd things
Which
in
does,
every
yeah,
case.
yeah.
You know, and most of the things that were presented to us as odd have been debunked during the course of the trial, if not before.
We kind of wish he had a subscription, but no, I think the next trial, I think it's going to go a lot better.
Yeah.
What are you thinking about the next trial?
Yes, because and people have asked me this before, and the thing is the evidence is so solidly. I think Adam Lally had to take on an enormous burden all by himself. He had really no help, and just the incredible amount of witnesses that he had, all the technical data that he had to master. That said, he needs to do a better job. If you have bulletproof evidence on your side and you lose the trial, there's no excuse. In the trial here, there's the jury contamination issue. So people might say that some of those jurors that slipped on there, no matter how good a case the prosecution did, they were going to go the way they did. From what Alan Jackson has said, that supposedly the jurors have come forward, not a single one of them has said that they believe that John was killed inside the house, or there was a conspiracy, or there was planting of evidence, proved its case. And so, that evidence is there. It's a matter of presenting it to a jury in a good way, in a way that makes it convincing. I think that's all it is.
Mob mentality.
Yeah.
The jury said they could hear the mob.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has to be in another town or another county,
Yeah.
but this can't happen no more.
Right.
The jury cannot be exposed to this.
Right.
And,
Right. Well, I think
It's not fair.
I don't know. I don't to all one side. Possibly could make a difference to making the jurors feel, more confident.
Yeah. That's totally right.
But really, what it comes down to most of the time is just integrity.
Yep.
And I understand that social media and Turtle Boy is going to go at them, but at the same time, people need to show courage in life.
Yep.
People need to have the integrity to do the right
They
thing.
have an obligation.
Yeah.
They have an obligation.
Right. Right.
This is a murder trial of a Boston police officer.
It has to be a lot, a much larger percentage of the state's population that has to be committed to learning the right thing and doing the right thing.
And the effect this has had on people,
Yeah.
on families, on children.
Yeah.
On the next trial. I pray.
As you know, I get messaged all the time from people that say they want to come forward, but they feel like they're going to be destroyed in social media.
Yeah.
So, they wish me luck and they thank me for doing it and stuff like that. I'm sure Kate gets a lot of this, I'm sure, too.
Absolutely. I
And
get messages
so
from
it's
Turtle
just-
Boy.
Yeah.
And it's like on the verge of being exposed. I don't want to be exposed, but
Yeah.
it's you got to do what's right. You got to
That's
do
right.
what's right. And,
That's right. I mean, the
That's why
country was
Blue's
built
coming
on the idea of a certain percentage of the citizenship is going to do what's right.
Yeah.
It's going to stand up and do what's right, even if it has a little bit of a cost. That's the country was born in revolution. It's maintained its freedom and independence through citizens doing that.
That's true.
And so, do you think the investigation itself was flawed in any way? I mean, no investigation is perfect.
You're totally right. No
Yeah.
investigation is perfect. Do I think they could have did a better job?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But when you show up to the crime scene and the woman says she did it,
Yeah.
you go look at her car,
A little complacency sets in, right?
taillight's broken,
Yeah.
you arrest her, you did your job.
Right.
I think the other stuff is minute.
Yeah.
But going forward, I think they, another murder investigation, sure.
Yeah.
Do a little bit better. She admitted she did it. Her
Right.
taillight's in this shirt. I think it's a shame how the troopers
Yeah.
have been treated. So,
And there was certainly not one piece of evidence presented that suggested any kind of tampering, any kind of falsification, anything corrupt. There was
Absolutely.
nothing that suggested that at all. There was
Absolutely
just messages that showed one of the troopers didn't like Karen. That's it.
Exactly.
And I'm not defending those messages, I'm just saying, but there's no indication at all
Yeah.
of anything improper being done.
everything out of their mouth is Proctor. Everything out, Proctor did. He had the shirt in his car for weeks.
Yep.
It's not true. It was in the evidence room.
Yep.
But
All right. Jay, is there anybody else you think we should talk to that might be eager to come forward and tell their story?
Tony doesn't want to talk really.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't really want to be on camera.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But Jules, have you talked to Julie?
Yeah, I did for a moment. Yeah, we'll go. She's very articulate, so we'll go back to her. She did a great job a couple weeks ago on. I happened to be streaming it. I think it was during jury deliberations, and she came on. They did a replay of a recording they did with her on the Law and Crime Network,
Okay.
and she spoke for about 5 minutes and did really. I didn't even know her then. I was like, hey, this person's doing great,
Super courageous.
Yeah.
She's been awesome. Megan's pretty good. She's one of the organizers here.
Yeah.
She might want to talk.
Who's that, Megan, right there?
No, this one right here. The tan shorts, kind of gray shorts.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thanks for being out here. Though, Kevin.
Yeah. Is Steph here? Stephanie? I mean,
Steph is here. She is. She might be on the front line.
Okay.
Oh, she's right over here.
I haven't actually met her in person, so
I think Karen might be pulling up very soon. So.
Oh, okay.
The
All right.
security detail was over here across the street,
Yeah.
and they left already. So
Okay.
she should be coming up very soon. So
So what should we look for as far as the security detail? You're saying, is it
did you notice them on the watching?
one of the ones where she had those kind of thugs so that she had them walk back?
That's exactly who
those are
they
the
are.
guys that are out here.
Same ones. I think they have black shirts on.
Looks like a bad movie security detail, to tell you the truth. I mean, didn't look very impressive to me.
Yeah, this is true. But to be honest, I think they might be coming up through this way.
Oh, they come up this way? Okay. All right.
That's the
Is
last
there,
two of her hearings. She came through this way. So
now, I would think Tom's CPU would know where they're coming, right? He always seems to be plugged in with them.
you would. I was tracking Kelly Reed, but I can't find her no more.
Yeah.
I can't find her security. So
And so what about link it back up to the channel once we get to 2 o'clock?
yeah.
So it's our first trying to stream live and do that at the same time. So we're trying to figure out the technology and all that. But
Yeah.
I do already have it set up on, I think it's NBC Boston.
Looking at stream it on their phones.
So you'll be able to hear it down here.
I'm probably gonna jump on your channel maybe
Yeah, hopefully we can get it up there, yeah.
and check it out.
Yeah.
Do you expect a no continuing today, or what do you expect?
I mean, I really, even talking to the lawyers I talk to, it's hard to really know what to expect on something like this, but it would be nice if they actually set the next trial date. I don't know if that's too much to ask for at this point, but that would be really, the best way to go. That would give everybody an idea of how long we have to wait for this.
Yeah.
There's a lot of benefits for that, but I don't know. Obviously they're going to go over these motions about the jurors, and there's some really, I don't think it's going to lead to anything, but there should be some interesting discussion about that. And I do think even in principle,
absolutely.
the idea should be looked at by the state of Massachusetts.
Yeah.
If they're, I don't think there's any way to demonstrate. Nobody voted unanimously to acquit on any charges, so I think that's gone.
Yeah.
But maybe it is something they should look in the future. So maybe if you do have a situation where a jury does agree on 2 out of 3 charges, then maybe those 2 should be not brought again. But
I definitely heard that there were some guilties on the manslaughter. So.
yeah, and I mean, definitely for the manslaughter, which was always the charge that had the most.
Yeah.
So that's
she hit him.
powerful.
That she hit him.
That's powerful. Yeah. I think another question too is even just looking at. Did the defense move the needle? Yes. All right. So
Can we sit right here? Thank you.
yeah.
She's going to be coming this way.
Okay. Yeah.
That's true.
What's that?
Yeah, just see this real quick.
Yeah. You see some of the booklets I put together, and it's kind of a rush job, but
Where?
kind of shows the bulletproof evidence.
Oh yeah. The timeline.
Yeah.
That was great. Email that to the Commonwealth, Norfolk County.
I know the things that led to a problem is this is maybe the one area where the defense theory worked. By putting out this elaborate conspiracy theory, it forced the state
Third party.
to do think that because of that, they tended to neglect making their own case, and that's you got to make your own case as to what you think happened.
Yeah.
And I don't think they did a very convincing job of putting that all together. So,
Oh, yeah.
I think there should have been more visuals. I forget what I call it. Bulletproof timeline for guilt. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't show what she knew or when she knew it. It doesn't prove second degree, but it proves that her vehicle struck John O'Keefe. And
Pinpoint in.
It's right down to within 5 seconds. Right down to within 5 seconds.
Paul doesn't get a lot of credit because that was some of the best data
Yeah.
presented in modern court trials, pinpointing her right where she was.
I think there was a handicap that Paul had, and this was the state put this on him. The key thing was to correlate, and then also his at the very last piece of data was his health app, which showed which time he last moved, or at least what time his phone last moved. That phone last moved at 12:32 and 16 seconds. But if you look at the vehicle data, that puts the time of the collision at somewhere between 12:32 and 9 seconds. No, I'm saying 12:32 and 4 seconds and 12:32 and 9 seconds. That seems to be where it puts it right there. And so he was struck, went back. It measured just a little bit of movement over a few seconds, and then it never moved again.
That's right.
But Trooper Paul was not given that phone data.
Yeah.
And so, I think they're
Or
understanding.
ARCA.
The ARCA guys the federal guys had no interest in the TechStream data, the TechStream vehicle data. So they had no vehicle data at all. And they specialize in that data. So it's on their website.
They were working for the defense.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It was clear. So to try to present them as some kind of independent experts. No way.
No.
And that's the real important story here that will remain to be told, and hopefully will be unearthed over the next year. Is just he has to answer for that. Why?
Josh Levy.
Yes.
We need answers.
Yes. Why was Josh Levy trying to fudge this case? Why interfere in a
created.
murder case on behalf of a murder defendant? To the point where he had no interest in the truth.
Yeah.
To the point where he's coordinating with the defense team's lawyers, even months after knowing that they were leaking information about his grand jury.
Absolutely.
Why was Josh Levy not protecting the witnesses who were being hounded and harassed and were reaching out to him that had to appear before his federal grand jury? He was not protecting.
Karen Reed was sending Natalie the German messages that she was talking to the
Oh,
feds.
can we pause 1 second? I just want to take this. Hi, Jen.
Hey, Vinny, I'm so sorry. I'm having trouble. I tried to get into yours and I wasn't safe.
Now that I'm on, this is the part that I needed you to do it. If you can you try to log in?
Yeah, I tried to, but when I could get you and I used that email and I couldn't get it to work. But
Let-
I
let-
never heard of it.
Oh, let me just see if I got a message from you because I couldn't hear. I'm right near the courthouse stairs, so hold on 1 second.
Kev,
Yeah.
Sorry.
John Jackson.
Oh, hey man, how you doing, John? Thanks.
How's it going?
I'm trying to get the screen going. We were right with you, John.
Do you think-
Yeah.
My parents showed up. Your parents? My parents are there, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's very cool.
Trying to. So we are live, but I'm also trying to get Jen Coffiner under my name.
I'm going to tell you what. Are you going to be here after too?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to meet up with the family right now. Right.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Sean.
Let me hold the mic for you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So would you log in under my account?
until you pass out.
Now we need a different verse. You guys are gonna have to chant again.
Song for you again.
Later, because I want to say it to my cousin.
She coming in on this side?
I don't
I
know.
think so. The security was doing a path.
Honestly, I came prepared that I had to change the clothes so I could figure out which way she came. She said she was coming so I could play the song while she's coming in.
We gotta do a better job though.
He flashed a little smile.
He did.
He
You saw
recognized it.
that?
Yep.
Needed that.
She's not in yet, right?
That was good to see. That was good to see.
That was good.
I just want to play the song for Kevin.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Okay, cool.
What did Karen say?
Wait, I need that. I need that.
What did Karen say? I hit him! What did Karen say? I hit him! Who are we here for? Joey! Who are we here for? Joey!
Did you get any
Who
from the
did
pink side?
Karen Reed kill? Joey! Justice for JJ! 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 Justice for JJ!
I like this.
Want to play it?
Can I borrow that? Let me show you that. Okay.
I need to breathe.
Karen Reed had a boyfriend, his name was John O'Keefe. She backed into him at a high rate of and left him to die in the snow. No remorse. No remorse. Karen has no remorse. She doesn't feel bad at all. Nope. Karen isn't losing any sleep. Ruffled her boyfriend 9 vodkas deep. Drunk, driving psychopath with a leaky balloon knot and no ass. Karen reaching no, you guilty. Karen belongs in prison. Tail lines in his clothes. This it's plain to see. The jury almost convicted you. Vote was guilty, 10 to 2. There is nothing you need to die. Only worried about yourself. You didn't even cry. Karen took a man from 2 orphan children. She never bothered to check. Karen belongs in prison. Tail lights in his clothes. She screamed, I hit him. Karen is guilty. All your money can't change reality. You did this, it's plain to see. Boyfriend. Karen belongs in prison. Can't change reality. You did this, it's plain to see.
Sorry, Kevin.
Look your brother gave?
I did. Yeah.
That is the biggest dirt bag out here.
She
any
told
side.
you, Mr. Reed. She told you.
show, by the way. Oh my God, love your show, by the way.
We really appreciated it. I think you could see they really, really appreciated it, especially John's mother. And I think that was heartwarming. So that was a real moment of triumph for you guys. Thank you very much for everything you did.
Made it all worth it. I mean, we would be here anyway, but to see their appreciation after the way that they've been treated for years at this point has been, it meant the world to be here and to help. We won't go away. We're going to be here.
Good job.
We're going to continue to give support.
Evidence over zombieism. This is pure mythology over here. This is pure mythology. This is a belief system. This is the side where people go when they don't care about evidence and logic. That's this side over here.
Okay.
Anytime somebody wants to listen to evidence or logic, you're welcome to come over. Just listening to evidence. That's it. No, listen. Yes.
That's right. We listen to the
What experts? Yeah. Listen to the evidence. The evidence is bulletproof.
The yellow
Some guy who lost the tails.
Never heard of him.
yellow furry tails.
What did you say?
Yellow, never heard of him.
Oh, that's yellow.
Fail. Yellow crusty fail.
Musty field. Yeah.
What's that? She's innocent, see, you know? Wow.
What did I say?
She was innocent?
She's not innocent. I follow the evidence.
Dude.
I follow the evidence.
Followed what evidence?
I follow the evidence that
The evidence
shows.
KP gets?
Explain it to you right now. I can explain it to you right now. The evidence shows. The evidence shows indisputably the vehicle data matches up, correlates perfectly with John's phone data, and shows that she hit him at about 12:32 and 4.5 minutes to get there. If you drive the way she would drive, it's 4.5 minutes.
You just said she hit him at 12:42. She was home at 12:36.
No, 12:32. 12:32.
So she got home in 4 minutes?
She got home in 4.5 minutes. Yes, actually, I can. No. Let me ask you a question. Was it 12:30? Was it 12:36 in 0 seconds or 12:36 in 50 seconds? What was it? What was it?
I don't know why you're here.
Because we want the evidence to get through. You guys resist the evidence like you wouldn't believe. I understand it's an emotional belief system.
No, not an emotional.
I don't care for his language, but I did not see any evidence. My name's Kevin. You can ask me anything you want. As far as I don't like the language that he used, and his unprofessionalism there, as he said. But I did not see any evidence. Did you see any evidence of planting evidence? Did you see any evidence of any wrongdoing? Potential. You didn't see any actual evidence of anything indicating that any corruption or any planting of evidence.
I saw a lot of evidence.
What evidence did you see?
Okay, guys.
Yeah, I'll give you all the time you want. Go ahead.
Don't indulge.
I don't want you to make it seem I'm trying.
You can the jury found her not guilty. It was 12-0 and 2 counts. So do you think that they didn't see all the
9 or
evidence?
10 of them, even by the defense standard, found her guilty of second degree, which is, so I get it. They found her guilty of the No, I said 9.
It was 100.
No, I didn't say 12. I didn't say it was unanimous. I said 9 or 10 of the 12.
I have not seen that. That's a rumor.
That's in the motion.
That's a rumor.
But you only get almost with horseshoes, right? So
I'm sorry, what's that? You only 10 out of the 12 believe that she hit John O'Keefe with a rig.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty convincing case of evidence considering how bad the state presented its case.
What do you think of the state police covering for Proctor all that time?
What covering?
His relationship.
He was texting with 9 colleagues.
He told Gary Buchanan on the way to
Who's the
Canton that
supervisor?
he knew that
He was having other text messages with Buchanan.
his wife.
Were you paying attention to the evidence, Kevin?
Yes, every bit of it.
The text messages between Buchanan.
There was a little bit of text
There
messages.
was 9 text messages. There was 9
those
people on that
those were
text message,
slightly
right?
improper, but there's no evidence. But there was no evidence of cover-up.
He was admitting that he knew them. He admitted that he had a relationship.
No,
But then
he
he
was
lied.
admitting that
He lied to the others about having a
No, what he was
relationship.
admitting is that his sister knew Chris Albert's wife and his wife's sister. That's what they knew.
What do you think of him having this case solved within 12 hours of the murder without going to the murder scene or seeing any of the evidence?
It was a simple hit and run case. It was a simple hit and run case. She said I did it, and the evidence pretty
She
quickly
didn't say
showed
she did it. She asked if she did it. And if you had kids, you would understand that. Because when you're worried about, you know how many times I've said to my kids, be careful of the plows because they have to walk in the street, okay?
Yeah.
Any of that. That's the first thing you think. She wasn't blaming nobody. She found her because there was no explanation why he was there until 2 days later.
I'm just curious. You feel as though she's guilty and there's reasonable doubt, or that she's guilty and there's no
No,
reasonable
I
doubt? There's not enough reasonable
feel
doubt.
she is guilty of manslaughter, probably, and there's no other possibility.
Except for the ARCA experts.
No, what did the ARCA experts do? All right, the ARCA experts who were hired this is the real
By the
story to me.
FBI? The one hired by the FBI?
By the U.S. Attorney.
By the FBI?
By the U.S. Attorney.
By the FBI, Kevin.
Well, and he did not give them the vehicle data. Don't you find that suspicious?
The conclusions that
These are experts
They have
in
the vehicle data.
No, they don't.
The defense was prevented from putting it in court because Judge Bev held everything.
The tech data.
The
had
data
tech
came
data.
from when they tested the car, Kevin, not from when Karen backed up anything. When they tested the car,
Yes, but they
that's
had
where
it
that
in
data
time.
came
The ARCA
from.
guys didn't testify.
But it didn't come from an accident. Her car.
guys didn't.
Talking
They
about
didn't even
plenty of
ask for
time.
it. They're experts in text stream data. It's on their website, and they didn't even ask for
So
it.
talk about plenty of time. Why didn't anybody interview Lucky Offering? Why didn't anybody interview Colin, Julie, all of them until this year? Why?
Because they were told, Michael Proctor should have figured out they were plowed because it was a small plow bank there that you can see on the dash cam video.
Oh, he lied.
Let me ask you this.
He lied and said it was plowed by the yard plowing.
Why didn't Lucky see a body there at 5:30?
Why? Excuse me, what?
Why didn't Lucky see a body at the scene
The
at
same
5:30?
reason why you didn't see it at 2:30. It was never on the lawn.
It was never on the lawn?
Never on the lawn until they put him out.
It wasn't on the lawn? Wait a minute, it wasn't on the lawn at 5:30? They found him at 6.
They found him at 6, yep.
So they put him on
It
just
wasn't
to-
on the lawn and said they were bringing Karen.
I thought the
to look
theory
for
was
John.
that...
That's when it was found on the
so
lawn.
what about the black SUV that Lucky saw out there at 3:30?
The Ford Edge?
Yeah.
Ask the Albert, say I'll drive him.
Wasn't that supposedly them putting the body out? That was it.
So there's more evidence than not that tells me John wasn't hit by a car, and that's the FBI expert who did the reconstruction, not Paul, not expert, who reconstructed it.
These two experts were hostile to the prosecution from day one.
They weren't
interested in the
unbiased.
text stream
They were
data.
unbiased,
They
though.
they weren't interested in the data that showed John's DNA on the housing. They didn't come in. They were not unbiased. They were whatever the relationships between Josh and Karen. Josh was part of the defense team, and that corruption is going to be exposed. We don't know why, but that corruption is going to be exposed.
All right, thanks for the interview, Kevin. You give me a headache now.
All right. Evidence gives you a headache. Started yet? Does anybody know if the hearing has started yet? You don't know? Yeah. Hot out here, huh? You look like you're getting tired holding that up there.
Yeah, not at all. I'm more invigorated every minute we go on.
Well, it is hot out, but thankfully the sun is mostly behind the clouds, so that does... It definitely feels warm out here, and it's a crowd that believes they have the evidence on their side, and they're willing to argue on certain points. You will eventually get to the answers. That's how everybody I've ever talked to, including myself, that started out thinking the conspiracy was possible. The only way to get through that is to keep asking questions, and when you keep asking questions, you'll eventually get the answers. And super unlikely. Very unlikely that 11 people inside the house were going to keep silent about this. Very unlikely that people were going to take the still living boss. Super unlikely for Jen and Matt McCabe to calmly go home knowing that was the plan to do that. Going home to their 4 little girls. To tuck them in, for Jen to research her daughter's basketball league that she had just been invited since. And now we know from the top experts in data, including the one that is a senior programmer for the company Celebrite, on which that erroneous glitch of a search was found, that it never happened. And it never made sense for that search, for that very information when she was sitting in the cruiser. Then about 20 minutes later, when Karen was in the ambulance getting ready to be taken to the hospital, she asked the paramedics the exact same question that she had asked Jen McCabe in the cold. The only way to believe in it now is to kind of believe, like you're believing in the resurrection. It defies all evidence. So one by one, all of the evidence of the conspiracy has fallen away. One by one, it's all fallen away. It continues to mount. And it's a bulletproof case at this point. We still don't know for sure what Karen knew or when she knew it. I think it's a tough sell to try to prove second degree, any kind of malicious intent. Putting the car in reverse for 25 miles an hour for 62 feet you could have known, you should have known you might have hit someone. Certainly you just dropped him off. So to hurt him or to leave him to be hurt. I personally don't think the evidence shows that Karen knew that she hit him, but we may never know the answer to that. But the evidence does show that she knew and said maybe he's been hit by a plow. So she knew by then, and she did not call 911. So.
Thank you, Let's get it out there, right? Let the people decide.
And one by one, every aspect of the conspiracy just fell away.
How could they even be a conspiracy? 38 people simultaneously saying about the conspiracy, not breaking ranks.
Yeah. That's okay. I got you.
I don't even know who.
Kevin from YouTube channel Yellow Park Shows.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we were ever able to add it to the stream. If Jen wasn't able to log in, we probably weren't able to do it. We needed someone back in their own stream. So that means we're in the blind too as to what's going on in the hearing, as to even whether it's begun yet. So we do not know. Oh my God. Cleared up.
There's only so much I can do with the signal.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let's look around to see. Let's go check in on Tom, see how he's doing.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. What's up? Oh, okay. You filming that?
That's the moderator for Coffin Down.
Which? Oh, he is? Okay.
How are you?
What's up, Lisa? How you going?
How are you feeling?
Good. Good. I feel great.
Good.
Sorry. Good to see you out here, though.
That was especially. I can't even do 27.
Is there anything you want to say to the audience?
You know me, I don't like to talk much, but
I
I
know.
appreciate everybody's support. It really means a lot.
John's mom.
Yes, and then we got a message that they were overly appreciative of all the support and the family's love.
Guys did a
And
great job.
yep.
They really
yes,
appreciate
yes, it was. We finally were able to all collectively get together, and
Yeah.
there's many more. It's just.
You're live, Mom.
Hi, nice.
Proud of you. I'm Lisa's and
Yep.
Julie's mom.
Yep. Is Julie here too?
She's coming. She's got a flat tire.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do you ever participate in chat or your name that I would recognize? Or?
Little text, so yeah, but you bring up such good points, and thank you for keeping with us. Sorry, appreciate it.
Well,
I am
excellent at organizing their information.
Very, very proud of my girls. Very proud of my girls.
Fantastic.
This would never have happened, you know, if all sides were fair. It should be justice, this side, that side, all sides. I don't know where the judicial system's going, and I worry about that. This has got to stop. It really does.
Yeah.
Read the facts.
Whooping up
Read the facts.
things with social media, whooping up conspiracy theory. Yep.
You know, it's just, it's not right. Yeah.
Oh, did the hearing end?
Yep. Yes, we have dates.
Any reports on what happened?
January 27th is one date I couldn't get.
January 23rd, rumors it was going to be January, so that's good.
Turner Boys on steroids! Midget Wrestling next week! Turner Boys on steroids! Midget Wrestling next week! Midget Wrestling!
Yep, go ahead. Oh, you got a tripod. All right. No, you're good. She's got to set up her tripod.
City drivers elect! I
workout.
Everybody stay hydrated. It is
Who are you filming for?
Channel 27.
How are feelings running on this case in the Hispanic community? Is it kind of different?
Yeah, pretty much. Like what I see, like the common thing that I see between the two groups is like, I am.
That's right, yeah. They want to hear from the assistants. That's all.
Don't engage.
Trust me, taking the battery out, put it back in. Yep. Yeah, I don't have to do
I saw a couple over here, but he's still, I guess I feel like they're getting ready to go. Yeah, they
It's sick. It's sick. I can't. Watch out, guys.
Excuse me, please. There you go, old timer.
I know. Does any of you would like to say all I know is I work for a biofood company.
Yeah, somebody saw it, yeah.
They watched it.
I was
They watched it. Yeah.
Why do they like yes.
It's a travesty.
Julie caught me on the same and everything. I was like, I can write about it. Like, this one, I don't want to.
I understand why, but talk to them. Tell them the evidence. Tell them how you feel.
Hey, she called Carrie and said Johnston. That's my cousin. My cousin does not want it.
Try to squeeze in and see if he'll talk to me. He probably won't, but.
I said don't engage. Now we're going to be on. I wish I had a seat. You want to talk about the squirrels right now?
So you guys probably know more than me, tentatively set for January, and this is what was expected. We were hearing this kind of through the grapevine. So this does create some interesting aspects of this. You don't want to have a defense team turn this into, and now the other side is fighting back as they need to, because the court system can't protect the witnesses. They can't protect the truth. So we have for some of these media companies and documentaries to resist the temptation to take advantage of conspiracy theory. It's hard for them to resist that. There's numbers in it, and it's a big pressure game in order to you want to get ratings so that you'll get your next one picked up. So because of that, it's hard for these people to have the integrity to follow the truth when it's much more lucrative to follow the consensus. The trial is in January. That does give time for some of these documentaries to come out in December, which could influence the case. And I've always seen a massive amount of influence on this from the Karen Reed side. Fantastically here. You start to get that influence coming on the other side to balance it off. And then maybe, hopefully, you can get something close to a fair trial, which is getting really, really difficult because these guys have organized and systemized. Yep. So it's going to be very difficult to have a fair trial. The jurors now, you're not going to find any jurors now who aren't aware of what's going on, and most of them are going to be reluctant to want to sit on that they want within that jury. That this crazy mob is going to come after you. This turtle mob is going to go after where you work and go after your family. That's how they operate. So these good people here are at least standing up and doing the right thing and on the courage of citizens. What's that?
That's my least favorite idea.
Tom one. All right, so maybe we'll just end it here, Mark. Since I don't think we have anybody else that we can talk to, we may go live again in a bit when we get back to talk to some of the other witnesses and investors. So for now, let's end it right here, and we'll come back hopefully shortly. All right, thank you guys.